Hey guys, it's Leo. I'm coming to you from Chengdu, China, the land of giant pandas, spicy hot pot, and a chill vibe. Today, I'm taking you on a little trip down memory lane. Believe it or not, it's been 20 years since I graduated, and for one reason or another, I haven't really been back to my old campus until today. What about you? How long has it been since you visited your old school? Since I obviously don't have a student ID anymore, I had to show them my diploma to get in. But man, stepping back onto campus felt incredible. It was like a total flashback to 20 years ago. Honestly, I'd give anything to be a student here again. I'd even take the exam stress over being an adult. Looking around, it's crazy how little has changed. It's almost exactly as I remember it. Look at this place. I've left so much sweat on this court. Back then, whenever we had a break, my friends and I would come here and play our hearts out for an hour. There was nothing like heading back to the dorm and jumping into a cold shower after working up a massive sweat. Seriously, that was the ultimate reset. It felt amazing. This is the building where I spent my freshman year. The whole place has these old wooden floors that would creak and groan every time you took a step. I wonder if they finally renovated it, or if it still has that same old character. And here it is, the ATM. I came here every single month for 4 years to withdraw the money my parents sent me. Honestly, I'm so grateful for their selfless support. Because of them, I never had to worry about making ends meet and could focus entirely on my studies. I really owe it all to them. Watching them play brings back so many memories of my own school tournaments. For a split second, I felt like I was back there. Man, I really wish I could turn back the clock. This is where I lived during my junior and senior years. We moved here from that old wooden building I showed you earlier. And this is the library, the place where we come to study and borrow books. Fun fact, this is actually where I met my college girlfriend. After a long study session, we'd head out to this little pond. Back then, on summer nights, the air would be filled with the sound of frogs and crickets. It was the ultimate date spot on campus. You see couples everywhere, just enjoying the night air and each other's company. This is our main lecture hall, where most of our classes happened. Back in the day, passing the CET-4, the National English Exam, was a huge deal for Chinese students. Honestly, I never actually passed it. My spoken English was pretty rough back then, and I basically trained my ears just by binge-watching American movies. Walking into this classroom, it's like I never left. I feel like a student again. Look, there are even books and bags left here by students studying for exams. Honestly, I'm so jealous of them. Sitting here, it's like my old classmates and professors are all around me. It's funny, isn't it? The older we get, the more vivid those old memories become. It's like I can remember 20 years ago perfectly, but I'll forget what I was doing 2 seconds ago. Let me take one last look. Honestly, who knows when I'll be back here again. This is the main square right outside the cafeteria. Since it's the busiest spot on campus, there's always some kind of social event or performance going on here. Let's head inside and see if the food is still the same as I remember. Haha, well, the menu hasn't changed a bit. It's still those classic Sichuan dishes. But man, the prices, that's a different story. Back in my day, a meal was only about 4 to 6 yuan. My monthly budget was maybe 300 to 400 yuan, which was only about 40 to 60 US dollars back then. Today, That same meal costs 25 yuan, and students now spend around 1,500 to 2,000 renminbi a month, roughly $200 to $300. Inflation is honestly terrifying when you look at it like that. And here we are, every guy's favorite spot, the football pitch. To be honest, I was always better at football than any other sport. Since I had a lot of pace, I usually played as a winger. Look at this turf now. Back when I was playing here, we never had grass this good. It was pretty rough back then. Just one last look at the campus under this sunset. Looking at these students full of life, and these statues that I've watched generation after generation come and go. I just can't get enough of it. It really makes me wonder, what did university actually give me? I think it gave me the courage to face the real world, and the very last chapter of pure, simple joy in my life. I truly wish every student here a bright and beautiful future. Goodbye, my student days. Thanks for the memories. For the second half of this video, I'm taking you somewhere even deeper into my past. This past January, I went back to the place where I grew up between the ages of 6 and 10. It's been over 30 years since I last set foot here. I brought my son with me this time. He has no idea what this place means, but for me, these were the most precious years of my life. Back then, my parents were working out of town, so my grandparents raised me. Coming back here, it hits different than visiting my university. Life was simple back then, we didn't have much, but my childhood was completely carefree. I had my group of friends, and we spent all day in this courtyard playing football and hide and seek. It was pure bliss.